Hey guys, it's Shannon. This is my first video and I thought today that I'd talk about my weight loss progress. So I just wanted to start off by saying that this is still a struggle. I'm still on the road to getting where I want to be, and I don't think I'll stop. I really like living a healthy lifestyle. So here we go. So over the last few years, I've lost 165 pounds. This is done naturally. I didn't use any medications. There weren't any surgeries. I also didn't use any shakes, wraps, all that stuff that people try to sell you online. I met with my mother one day in the kitchen when I was in grade 10, and she was like, let's lose weight. And we shook hands on it, and that's basically where it started. So when I was in grade 10, my mother and I, as I said, started losing weight together. And I really don't think that I would have been able to do it without her. She was a really good support for me. She really helped me in the way that she pushed me, motivated me, kept me going. She was such a great help. She still is. All through my life, I was bullied. I didn't have very many friends in elementary school. I grew up kind of alone. I didn't really have anybody. I was always bullied for my weight because I was always the larger one in the class. My parents moved us across the country because I'm from Canada, so we lived in British Columbia, and we moved to New Brunswick in 2007. And I didn't get bullied at all when I moved here. The people were completely different. I met quite a few new friends that were really great. Some lifelong friends that I still do have. And yeah, so the environment was different. I started gaining more weight as I got older, obviously, unhealthy eating habits. I was physically active though. I played sports. I played basketball, volleyball, and I was active in gym class, and I played intramurals, and I wasn't a lazy kid. I did what I could do to try and get myself out there, to make new friends and do good things for myself. That doesn't necessarily mean I was really good at the sports I would have wanted to be, because my weight didn't allow me to be as good as I wanted to be. I had really unhealthy eating habits, etc., as mentioned before. When I started to lose weight in grade 10, it was after I had had a surgery. I had my appendix removed. So during the recovery process, I gained a significant amount of weight. Over the course of a year, I probably gained over 100 pounds. My biggest regret in this whole situation was me not ever weighing myself. I refused to. My mother always wanted me to have a starting weight, but I just refused to do it. I felt so uncomfortable getting on a scale. I had really bad body image issues. I hated the way my body looked. I hated the way my body felt. I'd look in the mirror and I'd suck in, and I'd be like, oh, okay, well, if I cut half of that off, then I would be skinny, or I'd be the size that my friends are. And it was difficult for me because I had a lot of very thin friends. So growing up in that situation was kind of toxic for me, because I wouldn't talk to anybody about it, and I just feel really disgusting or whatever when I would eat, and when I would just say that I didn't feel good about the way I looked, or when other people were complaining about how they were so fat or so unfit or whatever. So it was really difficult for me to grow up in that situation, but I went through it. I love people, so I'm the sort of person that no matter what situation that anybody's in, I'll respect you and love you because I love people. So anyway, yeah, I started losing weight with my mother in grade 10. She had a thing going on for work called The Biggest Loser for her company. So basically, each department had a team, that sort of thing. And even though I didn't work for the team, Mom's like, let's do this together because it would really help us. And for a while, she'd been trying to curb me from my unhealthy eating habits, and I was a very stubborn person. And I just didn't think it would affect anybody but myself, and I didn't really care. So I continued, and my mother, she pushed me. So I was just down in my room, and I was like, you know what? I gotta do this because something's gotta give here. I gotta start feeling better about myself. So I ran upstairs and I was like, let's do it. And we shook hands, and that was the last day that I ever ate like really, really unhealthy food and like, you know, wasn't me now. So it's crazy looking back on it that like a little handshake changed my whole perception of things, because the process of getting through like my eating habits was insane. I was extremely addicted to sugar, so I went 2 weeks without eating any of it, like at all. I drink smoothies every morning for breakfast. My mother and I would make them. I was literally sick in bed for like 2 days, couldn't do anything. Like I felt like crap because I was so addicted to sugar, right? It's just like you're taking something away from somebody that they have depended on like so heavily for ever. But yeah, so that process was always like, it was a little bit difficult in the beginning, but sorry for the noisy chair. But like as it progressed, it was a lot easier. I found by like a couple of weeks or even like a month in, I was fine. Like I could walk through the grocery aisle, like the junk food aisle in a grocery store, and I wouldn't feel tempted at all to eat anything. And a lot of people would be like eating stuff in front of me. They'd be like, "Do you want any?" And I'd be like, "No." And they'd wonder, like they'd ask me, "How are you not so tempted?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. It's just willpower. Like it doesn't bother me." And some, like even now, sometimes I'll have a little temptations, but it's not like a big thing. And yeah, it's something that progressively got easier. And then I started university in, oh my gosh, September of 2016, September of 2015 as a first year. So that was a big change, living on my own, eating calf food. By this time I lost about 100 pounds. I didn't have a starting weight. So when I lost, I totally felt like everybody, my parents, my family, everyone saw a notable difference in me. And they were like, "You have to have lost about 30 pounds. And I felt it. And when I weighed myself, it was about 280. So I like to think of myself probably 300 to 400 pounds. Like it was close to 400, I'd say. Like it was quite bad. Like I'll add some progress pictures here. And yeah, so I started university. I wasn't necessarily that active. I went to the gym. I participated in basketball intramurals for my resident house. I did a lot of stuff like that. I didn't gain any weight. I actually lost weight, but it was slower than I had anticipated. And I found like last year my self-image, like my body image, it went down so much. I felt really upset about everything. Like I'd feel really uncomfortable in stuff that I'd wear. So a lot of the time I just wore leggings and a shirt or a sweater. When I'd usually wear jeans, because when I was larger I could only wear jeans, I could only wear leggings. I could never like get jeans that would fit my body type, that I could like properly fit into, feel comfortable in, not like body image wise, but like get my body into it. But yeah, so like it was a weird change for me because I wasn't used to that, and also being away from home, a different atmosphere. Just the eating situation was really like not that good for me, going from a house of like newfies to like a house of people that I'm living in, where I can sometimes make my own meals, but I'm depending on Meal Hall and Subway and Tim Hortons. So it's so easy to just grab fast food and have at your fingertips, right? So a lot of the time, like I'd try to make the healthiest option, but sometimes there just wouldn't be any. But I actually lost about 20 to 30 pounds in my first year of university, which was great. I beat the freshman 15. So like instead of gaining 15 pounds, I lost like 20 to 30. So that was nice. And when I got home in the summer, I was like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate my entire summer to working out and working and being happier, because I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety in the summertime, which I'd been seeing a counselor for last year, and I was like comfortable with acknowledging the fact that I had it. So I got put on medication for that. And basically I just started working out all the time, every single day. Usually my mother and I would travel an hour to the city to get to the nearest gym, which was nice because it was nice for us to do that together again. Like, that aspect of working with my mom has helped me and drove me so much to be like who I am now. Without that, like, I don't think I would have got as far as I did and as far as I'm going to get, because she supports me 100%. But anyway, as I was saying, we started going to the gym, so we started working out together. I started doing a lot of cardio. Another thing I forgot to mention is that I started a weight throw last year for the first time in my whole life, which really, like, it helped me so much because I am on a varsity team competing with people that, like, are throwing, and I'd never done it, and I'm actually really, like, okay at it. I'm pretty good. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but, like, it's something that's right up my alley because it's, like, individual competition, but you're also with the team and you train together, and it's so nice. And, like, you always set that bar for yourself, which I like, and I do that now that I'm, like, that I've been losing weight. So it's really nice to have that challenge all the time. But yeah, so I put on a lot of muscle last season, and I'm assuming that's how I lost so much weight, is because muscle and fat, we all know how that works. So over the summer, I started to lose a lot of that muscle, and I was really, like, I was happy with that because I wanted to lose the muscle and the fat and just get it all off. And that wasn't necessarily the most, like, healthy decision that I could have made, and I sort of regret that a bit because since I've moved back to university, I've actually lost, like, I started in September of 2016. I've lost quite a bit of fat, but I've gained a lot of muscle because I started, like, lifting and training with heavier weights. So, like, I've seen a huge difference in my body now, like, just the way that the shape, size, ability, now that I've started lifting weights and also mixing that in with cardio. So yeah, but over the summer I lost a lot of weight. I lost 45 pounds from May to August, which was great. And since school started, I've lost 15 pounds of fat, and I've also added a lot of weight. Like, I actually met up with a friend, one of my close friends from last year, yesterday, and she saw me, and she had seen me in September, and she saw me again yesterday, and she was like, oh my gosh, like, your arms, your legs, everything are tiny. Like, it's crazy. And now when I look at myself in the mirror, like, it's not even, I don't even feel like the same person. Like, it's crazy just knowing that I've lost basically another human, and, like, so I don't really realize it, and I feel so crappy about myself sometimes, but, like, I'll look at photos of myself and I will just be so proud of, like, the work that I've done. Like, it's crazy, you know? Like, I don't know. But yeah, so this is kind of my story. It's a little bit all over the place. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this, subscribe, comment, share, like, be active, because I really want to, like, post some of my workout videos and stuff on here, and, like, keep you guys updated with my progress, because there's so much more to come, and I just want to be happy and with myself and with life, and also lose some weight and be fit as F. So yeah, so give it a like, share, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes. Alrighty, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.